Steve Bowers
Cassandra Fuller.
and we welcome you to this Six in the City. And maybe Fuller, one day we'll do a show without mentioning COVID, but I don't think it'll be today.
I don't think it's going to be any time in the near future, Steve, the way it's going.
Anytime soon. I noticed Kentucky and Mississippi have delayed the start of their football seasons, and so
That's right.
we'll just see what happens. So a lot of things to do.
A lot of things change day by day.
Yeah. Well, we got a great show lined up. We got a lot of different people coming in today. Run down the list here. Let's talk about it.
We do. Julie Daniels with the Chamber is here. She's got quite a few events that are coming up. She's going to come on and tell us about it. And then our favorite from the American Heart Association, Christy Futrell, is here to talk about the Red Dress Dash and the Heart Walk. The Heart Walk. Which is we're going to find out a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
September, so not real sure, Christy.
How that's going to be, but we'll find out, right?
That's right. We may be walking with masks and, spread out like this, but who knows? And then Juanita Jones with Keep My Hood Good is here because they've got quite a few things that are going on. She's going to talk to us about that. Dave Bratcher and Cassidy Shepard with the Star Center are here. They're going to tell us what's going on at the Star Center with COVID and with their events. And then we have, for the first time on our show, our entertainment today. She's from Memphis, and it's Korrickia.
Yeah.
Petty.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to find out about Korrickia, and she was referred to us by Teresa Smith, and so we're looking forward to all of that. So take it that you're doing well?
I'm so far so good. Just hanging in there, trying to follow the rules.
Yeah, meeting every week on TV. That's the way to do it. Well, we're going to be right back. We got this full show, so stay with us right here on Six in the City.
It's still hard to think that your child had cancer. The thought of them not being here, it was terrifying.
Going through treatment for cancer can be quite difficult for patients. That's why platelets are so vital.
When he would get the platelets, he would perk right up. Just so thankful that somebody had taken the time out of their day to donate platelets.
Please help give them hope and the strength to carry on. Donate platelets.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored public power, another part of JEA Today.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to Six in the City, and we're talking to Julie Daniels from the Chamber. Julie, how are you this day?
Hey, I'm great. How are y'all doing?
We're doing well as far as I know, right, Fuller?
That's right. So far, so good.
Knock on wood, never know moment to moment. But anyway.
That's right. We can still do the show, so hey, everything is good.
Well, Julie, I know there are always things going on with the Chamber. I know a couple of events that are coming up about the Chamber working to facilitate, along with others, kind of a community discussion about where we are in our society today.
Yes, that is correct. Matter of fact, one is August 5th, which will celebrate diversity as a conversation on equity, and it's going to be at 2:00. It's it's going to be on Facebook, but you also get a Zoom link. It's for Jackson Young Professionals. So the ages there are 21 to 45. So that's a pretty big, wide range, but I don't think we'll boot you off if you're not that age.
And that's actually,
you can come, Steve.
And that's actually
who's going to be leading this
discussion?
Yeah,
watching the show today on Tuesday. That's actually will happen tomorrow.
Yes.
Going up tomorrow. That's right. We're in August, aren't we, Fuller?
Yes, we are. You remember, I was having a hard time with that last
week. That we're wrapping up July. Who's leading this discussion?
This one's going to be led by Matt Marshall, who's been very active with all of these discussions from United Way of West Tennessee. And then he's talking with Philip Duventry. Now I've butchered his name, Philip Duventry. And he's actually led several diversity trainings. He's led national civil rights tours and held positions domestically and internationally as far as diversity goes. He's actually a resident director at Pepperdine in California. But if you know Pierre, that's his brother.
Okay. I wondered what the relationship there was.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you find out about this, or how to zoom into it, Julie?
You can actually go either to our website, jacksontn.com, Chamber Events, or you can go on Facebook, and we have a link, a Facebook event there. So that's probably the easiest way because it's going to be on Facebook.
All right, so that's coming up August 5th. Well, that's here. That's Wednesday.
It is.
All right. All right. What else is on the chamber lineup there as far as this community discussion?
We've also got at 6:00 on Thursday night, again with, Matt Marshall's very involved with United Way of West Tennessee and all these, and also our Jackson Home. We're doing these with them. The Be the Change film series that we've had for the last few weeks. We've got to go along with that, the virtual forums. The third one will be this Thursday night at 6. That's August 6th at 6 p.m. On race and socioeconomics. Frank McMean's going to be there. Dr. Janice Pittman, Charles Adams, and Ray Washington in the discussions there.
Okay. All right.
And
once again, we go to the site to figure out how to get there and get involved in that. Okay.
Yeah, actually, everything's on Facebook Live or on Facebook, so you can probably go there easiest on the Chamber Facebook page.
Well, I know you got some other events coming up.
We do. I didn't know how much time we had, but
go right ahead.
We got plenty of time.
Yeah, we got lots of stuff. We've got a blood drive coming up that we're helping with Lifeline. It's coming up on August 17th. It's called In This Together, and it's going to be the 17th through the 22nd. I don't know all the particulars of how you donate. I think you have to set up an appointment to donate, but I could be wrong on that. Just call them and find out. They'll be doing the antibody testing still through the end of August. And so you can also get that done. I think that'll be very interesting, but we're making a special push the 17th through the 22nd at Lifeline Blood Services.
This is different for the chamber to get involved, right? With a blood drive. I don't remember. Have you got directly involved before?
No, we haven't. So we're glad to be involved with them. Not that we didn't want to before, we just never had the opportunity. So this is a good opportunity.
I would think that that's probably a challenge with blood donation.
I would think so. Yes. Yes. I know they did have some times, especially in the beginning of COVID-19, that they kept saying, hey, we really need your help. Can you help us push this? So we
got about a minute. You got one more event?
Yeah, we do. We have women in
your
business.
favorite, Steve.
Oh. Yeah, women in business. Just for you. It's going to be
another event to which I'm not invited. Yeah,
that's right.
Hey, I may zoom in on this one.
We're going. We don't care. It's September 9th at 10 a.m. It'll be Women in Business. It's going to be a Zoom event, and it's with Commissioner Maria Williams. She's with the Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services, talking about mental health during COVID-19 and how we can keep our sanity, basically.
We all need that right about now.
Yes, exactly. So it'll be a good one.
And we can register for that, or we go on Zoom, on Facebook for that as well.
Yes. The information is not up yet, but I will have it on there shortly. So yes, look for Facebook.
Well, Julie, if a Stephanie Bowers shows up on the screen there.
You just gave away your alias, Steve. You should have done that.
Come crashing in. Julie, it's always good to see you.
You too. You as well.
We appreciate the work of the chamber. We'll be right back with more as we continue this. 6 in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Need to check your bill balance? Set a payment extension. Get outage notifications. With JEA, it's easy. Text. When you enroll in JEA Alerts, you open all those possibilities. To enroll, text JOIN, J-O-I-N, to 53248. Text JOIN to 53248. If your cell phone number is current, two-way texting is yours. Real-time communication, direct customer service with JEA today.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Welcome back to this virtual Six in the City, and we welcome Christy Futrell with us with the American Heart Association. And this COVID
Hello?
thing hasn't done a single thing to interrupt your life.
Oh, no, not at all.
Just like everybody else, same old same.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, what is planned with the Heart Association, and what has changed now with the Heart Association?
Yes, it's kind of like you're reading my mind, Steve. The good news is, Steve, that there's no reason why you can't be involved this year.
Okay.
This is your year. Out of all 7 that we've been talking about this, this is your year to heart walk. You know why? Because you can heart walk where you are. You're good?
No excuses now.
Yeah, I'm
No
glad to see the
excuses.
world coming around to my way of thinking. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
But
So
still,
as you
have to physically walk. I mean, you have to get out there and do it.
Oh, you do?
Yes. Yes, we want you to go out and do it, take a picture and post it. Yes, we want to see.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't zoom in while I'm walking. I just take a picture.
Just take a picture. Yes, our
I
2020
do that,
West,
Fuller. You know, my first step, I'll take a picture and say,
and then you'll quit.
Woo, that's 2 miles in. Yeah.
So when is this going to happen, Chrissy?
So we are still sticking with our date of September 12th. So the 2020 West Tennessee Heart Walk and Red Dress Dash will now be virtual in respect to our community and everything that we all know is going on with numbers and just being a health organization. We feel it's the right thing to do with cardiovascular disease survivors and stroke survivors. So we're going to allow everyone just to roll out of bed a little bit later that morning. You don't have to get up as early. And at 9 o'clock, join us on Facebook. We'll have opening ceremonies, we'll do awards, and then we'll just release everyone to go out into their own neighborhoods and streets and take a walk with their family that morning.
Okay.
Or run. You can run too.
All right.
So, yes.
Do you want us signing up in advance or what?
I do. I want people to register. We're really trying to hone in by the end of next week to get a bulk of our participants registered so that we can really create an experience really 4 weeks leading up to the event. So it's really not about the event day anymore. It's really about the experience leading up, and we'll be able to talk with people and encourage and coach and educate and raise more awareness every single week as we lead up to September 12th. And they can register at westtnheartwalk.org.
Now, Christy, how are folks going to be able to participate in the Red Dress Dash? That's hard to say.
Yes. So really, I didn't want to let go of that name because I really want to get back to normal next year. What is normal? But I hope so. So I really didn't want to let go of that. What we've done is we've just made it all free. There is no registration fee, even if you want to call yourself, a runner through the event. You'll be able to download, everyone will, a bib if you want to wear a bib that day. But it's free for everybody. So really, I just didn't want to let go of the name. So it's still the West Tennessee Heart Walk and Red Dress Dash. So if you want to red dress dash it and go run, that's great. Free registration, or if you want to walk and just mosey down the street, Steve, you can do that too.
Steve, I say that you get your red dress on and your red tennis shoes and you hit the streets of your neighborhood. Everybody be like, that man's done gone crazy.
Absolutely. We're going to have an award for the best red dress outfit posted on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Christy said, it is your year.
My opportunity to participate.
It is.
How has all of this affected donations? Has it affected things for you?
It certainly has affected donations. But I'm going to tell you, this is a season, and I truly do believe that we will get through it. We'll all get through it. We'll learn a lot from it, and we'll be able to come back one year and say, look, we were the best case scenario, or we were the, what do they call it? The test case, or,
right.
We made it through. We know what to do if we ever approach this time again. But I've never been so proud to work for an organization that has fought heart disease and stroke, amidst all of this going on in this pandemic. So it's been a joy.
Okay. It's always good to see you.
It is always
It's
good.
so good to see you guys.
Finally lining this event up where I can just actively participate.
That's right.
Hey, this is your year.
That's
This
it.
is my year.
He was talking specifically to you.
Yeah.
Christy, good to see you. Continued best.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
The American Heart Association. We're delighted to have this young lady with us. She's making her first appearance with us. She is from Memphis, Tennessee, and we welcome Korrickia. Korrickia, take us away.
I don't wanna be sad all my life, all my life. I don't wanna be sad all my life, all my life. When we come into the knowledge of Jesus Christ, I don't wanna be ragged. We have forever. We've been made alive. I don't wanna be ragged. Never die spiritually. Eternally been set free. I don't wanna be ragged. All my life, all my life, all my life, all my life. Yeah. Even though bodies new ones we shall receive, incorruptible, immortality. So don't worry, sweet little heavenly dreams. I don't wanna be ragged. I don't wanna be ragged. All my life, all my life, I don't wanna be ragged. All my life, all my life, yeah. Hey. Thank you.
With EPlus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill bounce, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to this virtual 6 in the City, and we're pleased to welcome Juanita Jones with us from Keep My Hood Good. It's always good to see you.
Likewise, Steve. Thank you for this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, I guess congratulations, because I know you were the recipient of the donation of $10,000, I believe it is, from the 100 women of West Tennessee.
Yes, sir. Very surprising. I was very surprised, but yet excited. And yeah, we were the recipients of the 100 Women Who Cares in Jackson.
Okay. Well, it was a special night. What did you tell them about your program?
Well, actually, it's very interesting that you asked. We only had 5 minutes to speak. And so I'm not a really good speaker. I don't feel that I'm a really good speaker. So I had my the board chair, June Murray, Dr. Murray, to speak. She was going to speak for 2 minutes. We had Brian James. He's another one of our board members. He was supposed to speak for 1 minute, and I was supposed to speak for 3 minutes. Right. Well, and all we were doing was to just tell a little bit about Keep My Hood Good. And June did her part. She was over in 2 minutes. Then it was my turn. And next thing you know, and I'm just telling them about how I found Keep My Hood Good and how everything was going on. And then all of a sudden they said, your time is up. I said, oh my gosh.
I'm just getting started.
But see, let me tell you, I was there at that meeting and she did an excellent job. She did.
Wow.
Telling everybody about my Keep My Hood Good and the history of it and where it's at today. So it was definitely worthwhile to see those dollars go to that organization.
Wow, that's great. Well, the 100 Women Who Care, and so that's a great effort on our congratulations to you. I noticed you were also involved, Juanita, recently, or was it last week, with helping the health department distribute the mask?
Yes, sir. Actually, it was last Thursday. The health department and UT Ag had want to Keep My Hood Good to help distribute masks, and we handed out maybe, I don't know, quite a bit of a mask. I've had 5 of my girls to come and help, and I had one of our volunteers to come and help distribute masks.
Okay.
Usually what I have been doing is when I know that the health department is setting up and they're distributing masks, I will go and ask and go drive up in line and ask if I could have quite a bit of masks so that I can hand out into the East community. And so I will go and stand post at the Dodge store on Royal Street, and I would just hand out masks and then tell them the statistics of what I had gotten, learned from the health department about the COVID, how many it's affecting, and how many the total is, and how many Blacks has been affected. So so I was very happy that they asked if we would mind if they would come and distribute in our center, in the parking lot.
Okay. So you'd already started doing it anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while.
How did people react to you, Juanita? I'm sorry, how did they react to you when you were talking to them?
Oh, they were open. I mean,
okay.
It was just information sharing, and I was doing is just educating them that, it's very important to wear a mask right now, because, at that time it was showing that a lot of the Blacks were having a high count of the COVID. Right. I wanted them to know that, okay, we need to protect ourselves. So here's a mask. Okay. And they were really open to it. They were very thankful, and I saw them walk away putting it on.
Okay. So that worked out well then.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Mission accomplished.
That's great. I know the health department really appreciated your efforts for that too. So tell us about the community garden. What have you guys got going on with that?
Yeah, actually, the children normally plant the garden, but and we were supposed to plant it in March. Well, the COVID, the COVID had appeared, and so I went to plant it. And you remember in March, it was just raining day in and day out, and I knew that I had to get that corn planted. And I planted it by myself. So I was like in the last day of March planting the corn, and it was storming, thundering and lightning, and just pouring down rain. So I was out there planting the corn, and then I had planted tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, squash. The corn did not make it. Needless to say, the corn did not make it, but there is an abundance of cucumbers and zucchini and squash and eggplants and tomatoes. And
Okay.
so every time that it produces, I will hand out vegetables to the community. It was, let me see, probably about 2 weeks ago, First United Methodist Church had come and help me in the garden. They helped dig the weeds out, and they helped put mulch down on that bank that has the word love on it. And they helped me distribute cucumbers. And but right now it's going good. Mid-August, I'm not going to be able to children to plant, but we're getting ready to plant greens, mustard
right.
greens and turnip greens.
We're gonna pick that story up in a moment. All right. It's good to have you with us.
It is. We all
We'll
appreciate
be right back. We're gonna go back to Memphis, Tennessee, and once again we welcome Korrickia. Korrickia, take it away.
Praise God. Okay. When I open my eyes, I can see the sunrise. Peace is waiting to adorn me as His bride. Darkness be one, purify all in my life. Peace is raining, bright morning stars will come shine. Get ready now. Get ready now. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Oh, yeah. Get ready. He's coming. He's coming. Oh, yeah. One day we go now to the other side. Sit with him at his table, sup with him at his bride. Drink of his wine now, fullness to the brim, newness of life. Crowns full of his fear. Get ready now. Get ready now. Get ready now. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Oh, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Oh, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready. Oh, get ready. Get ready. Yeah. Praise God. Thank you. Hallelujah. Get ready. Get ready. Hallelujah. Thank you. Praise God. Thank you.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Hi, I'm Kedric Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, Junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
I knew it hurt her. My heart broke in half, and I felt like I was about as close to losing her as I was going to get. And active addiction, you don't know what's going on. What I thought about was the little girl with the pageant dress on. I knew that I wasn't supposed to be doing these things. There is hope. She found inside herself that she's way better than that, and she rose from it.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to this virtual Six in the City, continuing our conversation with Juanita Jones of Keep My Hood Good, who was talking about the community garden. So your community garden is a project usually where the young people with whom you're working plant the garden.
That's right. Yeah, I teach the children that if you don't have money, but you have a seed or a transplant, you can grow your own food. And the message I want to give out to the community, and I've tried to make the garden very economical. So I want the community to know that they can also grow their food, their own food for very least cost, for a very least cost. And in this garden, what we're doing now, Steve, is I've always wanted this garden to be something similar to the Garden of Eden. And so I have had enough time since, the COVID, and Keep My Hood Good has been closed, although we've still been working with the children over the telephones and text messages and FaceTiming. But I've had a little time to think about how I want this garden to look. And so I've got five lots over there. And I want one lot will be called the Garden of Golgotha. And that's in the Bible. And I want the victims, the parents or families who've had their children, their youth, their children to die due to gun violence. I want them to have a place to come over there. And we're going to have a little brick, and then it has the name of the child that passed on, their birthday and their year that they had passed away. And then I want it to be something similar to like a wall of like an arch. And then I want a cross out there so that the family could come, and if they can't go to the grave site, they could come and just sit there at that garden and at the Golgotha and just, maybe feel their loved ones. And then in the Bible, it mentions how that next to the Garden of Golgotha, there is an agriculture garden. And so that's where the community garden sits, the vegetable garden. And then I want a lot that has the Garden of Paradise, the Garden of Gethsemane, the Garden of Paradise. And at the garden, we're going to have UT Ag Center will come and once we clear this COVID, UT Ag Center will come and teach the community about vegetables and growing their own vegetables. We'll have maybe some churches to come in and do little vacation Bible studies and just have some entertainment. I want a food truck there for, in the east side of the community, not very many, there's not very many food, selections of food. And so I want different food trucks to come and just introduce the different types of food to the east side. So that's some of the things that we're working on at the garden now.
So Juanita, for people who don't know, where's the community garden located?
It is on the corner of East Chester and Hayes Avenue. It's just right there on East Chester, right before you go over the bridge. Okay. And it's on your right, or right up by the light, right up under the light.
Okay. All right. How have you been able to keep, you have mentioned, continue to work with children. How are you doing this now?
Well, for those who have a telephone, I will talk with them over the telephone. We'll do FaceTime. Those who do not have access to a telephone, I actually go to their house. We do the social distancing. I go knock at the door, and then they'll come to the door, and I stand 6 feet away, and then I just talk with them. Just talk about what's going on in their life, what's been just what's on their mind, and just trying to entertain them a little bit. I've been taking food. Some of them have had birthdays, and I take hot dogs and for the family to cook. And then, and I've had two of my girls, July 10, they're 15 years old. They actually passed their driver's permit. And I've been working with them on that since last year, October. And actually March, during spring break, I was scheduled to take them there to take their permit. But since the COVID had surfaced, we was not able to. But July 10, they passed their permit on the first try.
Okay.
Good for them. So Juanita, when you go for these visits and you talk with the children, How are they? How is COVID affecting them? You know, we know how it's affecting us, but it's a little different when it's coming from kids. So how are they? What's the response you get from that?
They're bored. Number one, they are bored. They miss their friends. Most of them do not have a means of transportation, so they can't go across town to go see their friends. So, but they're pretty much bored. They really want to go back to school,
Cool.
and that's surprising to me because when they were in school, they were wanting to get out of school.
That's right.
So, yeah, so but
Well,
they
it's
are.
going to be interesting now, Juanita, to see, you know, so many are opting to stay at home, you know. So it's going to be interesting to see how your work develops. We'll have to get you back soon and get an update on how it's going after we transition to school. It's always good to see you.
It is. It's always good to have you, Juanita. We love you.
And keep my hood good. Keep that program in mind as well. Juanita, thanks a lot. We'll be back with more as we continue. Six in the City.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and EPlus broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
Bowers, and he acted like I didn't say
Welcome
anything.
back to Six in the City. Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller with you. We're welcoming Dave Bratcher and Cassidy Shepard with us from the Star Center. Good to see you both.
Hello, Steve.
And we got all kinds of things we can talk about, but I guess since we got these mirror balls and everything else, we're supposed to be talking about dancing, right?
Just a little bit, of course. I mean,
Okay.
it's right around the corner.
All right. So we're planning on doing Dancing with the Stars.
We are. It is happening October 8th at the Jackson Fairgrounds.
Okay. Now, can you social distance dance?
Well, so Steve, I think you can. I don't know that it would be encouraged.
Okay.
You know, and so just like everything else as it relates to the work that we do,
right,
in serving clients, that approach on safety and on delivering services has been applied to our event. And until somebody says we can't do it, we're going to move forward. And the reason is, I mean, we've got folks with disabilities all over West Tennessee, including Middle Tennessee, that are counting on us to show up and provide those services. And one of the ways that we do that is through this event. It'll raise over $200,000, and that money goes directly to making sure that we stand in the gap for those with disabilities from birth all the way to the other end. We are showing up and like I tell our team, showing out. Whether it's during COVID or before COVID or after COVID, we have a responsibility to live out our mission, and that's what we're doing.
Now,
So
you guys-
Dancing with the Stars is, Dancing with the Stars scheduled for what date now?
October 8th.
October 8th. I didn't mean to walk on you. Go right ahead.
Oh, that's okay. I was just going to ask, are you guys selling tickets? Tickets on sale? Or how are you
We
guys?
are. We're people are apparently really excited to get out and do something and support something for a good cause. So we only have a few tables left, but you can get those at dwtsjackson.org. Yeah, Dave's right. We only have 5 tables left.
Oh, wow.
with every single table being 6 to 7 feet apart and making sure that we have everything at the capacity that we are allowed to be at. But yeah, 5 tables left.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Once
That's a
again,
good
you get those how? You get those how?
At dwtsjackson.org.
Okay. Now, you made an announcement about the couples already. How many couples have we got this year?
We've got 8 couples and such a good cast this year.
You want to tell us who they are?
Yeah, so we've got Kelly Cox and Brandon Buchanan, Carrie Brown Campbell and Brian James, which they mentioned earlier, Kelly Christopherson and Jeremy Tubbs, Angela Crocker and Trey Antwine, Sarah Yarbrough and Clay Fowler, Cheryl Tabor and Greg Alexander, Marie Mahalati and Nick Arcuri, and rounding out is Mia Moore and Alex Camp. So tons of different industries, lots of different creative people. I'm very excited.
Okay.
Sounds like a good lineup.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, you say this is a key thing in funding your program, right?
You know, it is, Steve. And, you know, as we start planning as soon as the last one was over, every year, this is the 5th year of the event. Every year it's been a sellout. The community for the last 32 years has been supporting the work of the Star Center. And this event is no different. We try to make sure that the event is something fun that people look forward to coming to. And so far, with the help of our committee, which, by the way, it's Anna English, Cecilia Hammond, Courtney Goolsby, Ashley Teague, and Darren Likes. And for those of you that have been in nonprofit work, you know that nonprofit committees are hard to put together, and they're even harder to keep together. Well, these are the founding 5 planning the
team.
5th, and we call them the dream team because they truly are. And you know, this event is going to be amazing. Is it going to be different? Of course, but so is everything else, right?
Yeah.
And so we're just going to do it scrappy, and we're going to do it safe, and we're going to raise money so that we can live out our mission to help any person with any disability realize their potential.
And we have to give a huge thank you to so many of our sponsors that have been continually supporting through us, especially Leaders Credit Union, which is presenting again this year. Everyone is just, like Dave said, just showed up and showed out to help the Star Center.
Thank you, Jesus.
We're going to resume this conversation in just a few minutes, and we'll get an update on where the Star Center is now as far as its work. It's been an amazing organization all through its history. We're going back to Memphis, Tennessee, and once again, we welcome Korrickia. Korrickia, take it away.
Praise God. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Sometimes the storms will come, but who you gonna turn to? Hey. Sometimes the pain will rise, make me wanna cry, but who you gonna turn to? My mind is shaking, back is breaking, knees are quaking, don't know how I'm gonna make it through the night, tired of fighting. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. I looked around, I saw his face, mesmerized, he take me to another place, no longer bound by these things I will erase. I test your faith, I looked around and I saw his face, mesmerized, I take you to another place, no longer bound by these things I will erase. I test your faith, I test your faith, I test your a place of love, a place of life, a place of peace, a place of hope now, a place of strength, a place of joy. Hold on, a place of love, a place of life, a place of peace, a place of hope now, a place of strength, a place of joy. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hey, hey. A place of love, a place of life, a place of peace, a place of hope now, a place of strength, a place of joy. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hey.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries. The JEA app. With it, you may view the electric outage map, report electric outages, receive electric outage alerts, view your current account information in real time. You can even make a payment with one click. Name, account number, you're in. Convenient access with the free JEA app, keeping you connected with JEA today.
Welcome back to Six in the City, and we're continuing our conversation about the Star Center, Dancing with the Stars, and all the work that is going into that event with Dave Bratcher and Cassidy Shepard with us, and of course the work of the Star Center itself. You say that you want to talk about TV6.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I got this random phone call last year, pretty close to the event actually happening, saying, hey, is there any way we could broadcast this live on TV? I'm like, oh my gosh, that's an amazing idea. And so the answer is yes. I don't know how to do it, whatever. So the good news is we had this guy named Thomas. And that's all you need to know.
He's
Thomas,
a pretty good guy.
Such a shady character he is.
Well, I mean, look, once you get past all the shadiness, deep in the shadows is some really, really gifted, talented folks. And so that was a huge success. And so we're excited that we're able to do that again this year. So for those folks who maybe can't attend, they didn't get a ticket, maybe they don't feel comfortable attending, from their home, they can participate and watch and also give.
Donate, all right, as well. So we're looking forward to that. We're talking about Dancing with the Stars, and that event is coming up in October. And so we're looking forward to that. When I first met Margaret Dumas, I think they were in like a side room at West Jackson Elementary.
Absolutely.
You know, just trying to take technology to help students that had challenges out there, blindness and other things that was beginning. Where is this program now, and what all does it do?
Well, so let me just kind of give you.
It has an amazing history. That's an amazing history.
No question. Let me give you the bookends. The bookends are you had a mom and a dad, just like many of us, who would move heaven and earth to help their kiddos. And so that was Chuck and Margaret Dumas. They had two kids, George and Angela, who they started losing their eyesight, didn't know what was going on, determined it was Batten's disease, which is very rare. And unfortunately, that was just a symptom of a much larger challenge that lay before them. they ultimately lost their life to complications of Batten disease. But they provided a light into a dark reality in rural West Tennessee, and that is access to services to help kids and adults with disabilities. And so we give thanks for George and Angela's life because they showed the way for us that came after them to continue to be looking for those areas in which there's darkness. And in rural areas, not just West Tennessee, but in rural America, access to services is a real challenge. And so we're leaning into that each and every day to make sure that you are not negatively impacted because of where you happen to be born or where you happen to live. And we're trying our best every day to expand the number. So we started with 2 clients in 1988 in the borrowed space, the basement of West Jackson Elementary School. This past year, we served over 3,500 unique individuals. We're making an impact, but it's only because the community is standing behind us and giving us that push that we need.
Wow. Well, it was an amazing history. And I remember, bringing teachers in to say, hey, you can take this technology, you can help students. And that's how it started. And it's grown. So I just wanted people to be aware of what a fascinating story this is and how extensive this work is. And like I said, I was there one time visiting. I think I've shared the story. Husband brings a wife in who had had a stroke. They began with thumbs up is yes, thumbs down is no, and we're going to reestablish communication. And it was an amazing thing to watch over successive weeks as to what was happening with people. It's just stunning, I think, the work that's been done.
That's exactly right. And I'll share a brief story just to give you an idea, because look, coronavirus hit the Star Center just like it hit everybody else. And matter of fact, with 6 weeks, we were all working from home. And during those 6 weeks, so the worst of it was March and April. There were 9 people in March and April that went from unemployed to employed who had a disability.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In other words, the work has to continue regardless of global pandemic or whatever else, because there's folks counting on us.
Well, Dancing with the Stars is a wonderful event. It's become a big, successful fundraising event here. We just wanted you to know why it's important, and it touches
Where do we get tickets?
lives with every dollar you give.
You get tickets at DWTS, so that's Dancing with the Stars, DWTSJackson.org.
WTSJackson.org.
That's right.
And
if you can't, hey, and if you can't make it,
watch, right? You can
yeah,
contribute
saying
that
if you
night when
can't
watch.
make it, or your family is from somewhere else and you want them to see, you can watch on EPlusTV6.com.
Okay, excellent. And then day in and day out, if people wanted to link to a website or Facebook page, can they give there?
They absolutely can. star-center.org. And then facebook.com/the Star Center.
Okay, great. Good to see you both.
It's good to have you
Appreciate
guys.
the work.
Great to see
We'll
you.
see you
Thank
again
y'all.
soon.
Look forward to Dancing with the Stars.
We're going to be right back with more Six in the City.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
As we all take care and precautions, practicing social distancing with more time at home, we may find ourselves using more broadband too, relying on internet, television, and telephone services to stay connected to work, school, and family. JA is working hard to keep our customers, employees, and families safe while bringing vital services during this time. Keeping you connected to the essential broadband services Jackson's homes and businesses depend on is one thing you can count on at JEA today.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks to all of our guests for being with us. It's been a very special show. And just a reminder, all the things that are going on in this community. The COVID virus has affected a lot of different things, but everybody's adapting, Cassandra, and continue to do their work.
That's right.
And
And we're thankful enough to have to work for a company that allows us to do this. So it's good that we can continue Six in the City and continue providing some getting the word out there about all these organizations that are in town that need the help.
Yeah, people are still active out there. We have election returns coming up this Thursday evening, the 6th of August, the state primary and the county general election. We're electing 5 members of the Board of Education. They are featured in interviews that are being run on EPlus TV6 and also posted at the EPlus TV6 YouTube channel. So just click the logo, and there are 5 different forums featuring all the 11 candidates for the Board of Education. So you still have an opportunity if you haven't made up your mind, And then we're continuing to carry live the COVID updates that are becoming more and more important, unfortunately, with the Madison County Regional Health Department and the city and county mayors and other assorted individuals that are speaking there. And those are done Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. and then they're repeated through the day. So just check the listings in the guide at EPlus TV6.
That's right.
We've been delighted to have this young lady with us. Korrickia is from Memphis, Tennessee. It was referred to us by Teresa Smith, and we appreciate that. And hope when we get back in the studio, Korrickia, one of these days, we'll have you down here in Jackson, Tennessee, and meet you in person.
Thank you. Yes, I look
Yeah.
forward.
I appreciate that reggae vibe today. I love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, we're going to get out of the way and let you close out this show. Once again, from Memphis, Tennessee, Korrickia.
That's
Thanks a lot, Korrickia.
Thank y'all so much. All right. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, healing every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, turning life around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you. I worship you. Yeah. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God.